What's up, everybody? This is, we're still trying to figure out a name for this thing, but as of right now, Sean, Joey, and Kurt. We're here to break down some fights, talk some fights. First thing we're going to do is recap, not last weekend, the weekend before that, where I didn't have the best night. Joey had a pretty good night, but yeah, we'll just go through the 5 best bets. You had Figueiredo, he lost.
Mm-hmm.
You had Gregory Rodriguez,
He lost.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my top 5 locks. I had Figgy, he lost. Rodriguez lost. Almeida won. McKinney lost. Nunes won. So I was 2 for 3. You had Jamal Hill. You had Figueiredo. You had Boone Farm, and Nunes. Yeah, same shit. Bonfim. So you went 4 for
1.
4. You went 4 and 1.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You get to pick something that I have to do because you got more bets than me.
I gotta think on this one.
Yeah. So yeah, you can think on that, and yeah, you can let me know.
Sean, I hate to say it, but I told you so.
It was
Jamal Hill.
It was a bad night for me. Bad night. To be completely honest, I fell asleep. I didn't even watch that fight. It was too late.
Oh, man.
I fell asleep after Figueiredo.
Really?
I was very disappointed.
I was very disappointed. He looked slow. He looked flat.
Mhm.
I think the weight cut's a lot on him.
I think he's going to do better at 35.
And then, we got hit right in that eyeball.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. But he just couldn't get to Moreno. He just got beat to everything. It was crazy.
There was a couple fights that surprised me that lost. Looking at my other picks.
Kenny?
Yeah, McKinney. Yeah, but hey, man.
Oh, no. Gregory Rodriguez, I think, is the biggest upset on the night.
100%. He was definitely the biggest upset. I thought he had that dude knocked out a few times, and he got caught. Who else we got? My boy Neal. It didn't work out for him on the ground. Listen, I knew it was either going to go Burns by submission or Neal like kind of pointing him out, and unfortunately for Neal, he got taken down. And
which is smart on
Gilbert. Yeah, dude,
smart.
he's
why?
Yeah, so Jessica Andrade beat the fuck out of Lauren Murphy.
She's tough as hell though.
Very
tough.
Give her,
100%.
Like yeah.
And I get it, and it's this new thing going around MMA where it's like you get credit for being tough, which means you probably get the shit beat out.
They were screaming to stop the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she is super durable.
Yeah.
Super durable.
I was very impressed with my boy Dalton Almeida. He is an animal.
Animal. Sure.
Now, wait. Really impressed by him?
Yes.
Against an old man that kept getting
But
up,
he just keeps
kept
doing
avoiding?
this. First of all, he's a 205 pounder. He's not even
true.
he's not even a heavyweight. He's just fighting at heavyweight because he's beating these guys up.
Yeah.
He literally said, I'm so good in this weight class, I'm just gonna hang around here for a little bit and just beat these guys up.
Making easy checks.
And that's what he's doing. I was impressed by your boys.
Bonfims.
They're very good.
That flying knee was right on the neck.
Crazy.
I was like, man, I hope he didn't crack something in his neck. I feel like I would break my spine.
Yeah, crazy. But that was a couple weekends ago. We're back.
Did we talk about Glover Teixeira?
Yeah, Jamal Hill beat his ass.
Come on, man. There's a lot to talk about in that fight.
I didn't watch it.
I mean, all right. So, I thought Jamal Hill. I was super disappointed he didn't get to finish just because of him being older. I thought he was going to get out.
I woke up from my sleeping at one point, and Glover had him mount it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's over. And I fell back asleep. So what was he just getting out?
He just pieced him up.
No, but even he on the grappling tip, like he took him to the ground. And
I
honestly, we all said the same
did.
thing. We said, "Oh my God, it's over."
I heard his takedown defense was really good though.
He came out. I think he had a backdoor escape like under the leg, and he did something else. It might have been like with a whizzer or something like that.
He had a reversal.
Yeah, that. But then it was like I think one of the things that stuck out with me was Glover's body language at this one point. Like as a fighter, you guys fight. I never been here. His body was quitting. His mind had to get back into it. Like he literally he did a Nate Diaz job. He just turned and started walking away, and I was like, "Yo, like he's breaking. Like you can see the will of a man leaving, but his mind was like, I'm a warrior." So I thought that was like pretty.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah, because he looked pretty smoking in round 3, and then he came back out even halfway through
he
that
even
round.
said it at the I try to watch the highlights. He said it. He's like, I'm just too tough for my own good.
Yeah,
like,
and
like,
that's true.
He would die in there, bro.
Would,
He's
he
a
would.
fucking savage
He would.
for being that old and still doing that shit.
And I saw this argument. Who were they talking about? I think it was this betting dude that I follow. But they were trying to point out that, like, why didn't that fight get stopped? Where the Stylebender fight got stopped or something. And I kind of was like, it's not the same. Like, Glover had fighting him the whole time. Even in the worst moments, he still was like showing like he had some dog in him, right?
Yeah.
But the Izzy situation, that's different. Like, whereas like you took consecutive non-responding punches, and that makes a hell of a.
I think that's the biggest difference in this is that when you're taking shots, even if you're not getting, like, even going back to yours, I think it's like if you don't throw something and it does, or you're not getting a shot, and you're just kind of like taking the shots, trying to weather the storm. I think that's where it's like it's unanswered shots.
It's a bad look. It's even if like
tough situation
even
to
for,
like be
like,
in.
even like me, like I didn't get dropped. Like I remember looking at the clock, like, oh, there's 10 seconds left. I'm just gonna hold on,
out,
and but like I was there, but I wasn't throwing back, so the ref stopped it. Whereas if I should have threw, or even if it wasn't going to land, or I should have took a shot or something, where Glover, like, he's getting dogged
And returning fire.
He's throwing back no matter what.
Yeah.
So
But I think that's where it's tough though, being a ref, because you have some guys that'll take shots. Like, again, you didn't fall. Glover was falling all over the place.
Some refs are more verbal though, because some refs will be like, "You got to show me something, or you got to give me something."
I like that.
Yeah.
Because like God forbid I ever get rocked. I don't want them to like stop it unless I'm like
So every time something happens, you got to be like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
Who was I saying that to? I was like, I think I was saying it to you because Sean TKO'd me the other day on the ground. But I was like, I wonder if the refs would consider if you're getting hit and you're kind of stuck in a situation like you're like, that don't fucking hurt.
Like
you're
a crucifix,
shit
They're-
talk.
they're still stopping
they're
that
gonna stop
shit,
it.
yeah.
Because it's
Because
just
you're
collective brain.
You're still getting hit. Yeah.
It's just brain damage. So they were like, "No, we can't."
Dude, that's
I'm gonna try it.
It's gotta be It's gotta be the hardest job.
If you don't want to see what happens, remember that dude, what's his name, Gary Goodrich back in the day? That crucifix elbow.
You only said that because he looked like you. Come on.
No, because you said stuck in a position. But did
He
you
was-
see what happened when you
Yeah.
get stuck in a position like that and somebody got free will to
His
just
head.
Yeah, he was
bro.
elbowing him.
to death? To death.
Yeah, that was bad. But I'm happy to see Glover finally hang it up. He's had a crazy run for him to do what he's done at the age. He's a fucking legend.
For sure. I think it was Shogun fought that night.
Shogun.
That was your boy.
Yeah, Shogun was my boy.
I'm gonna be honest.
It
I
was
didn't watch
hard.
that fight.
It was hard to watch Shogun towards the end. Like
Yeah.
he should have retired a long time ago.
Oh wait, let's not forget. Paul Craig got whooped.
We both
He
said
fucking
Johnny
sucks.
Walker. We both said Johnny Walker by knockout.
I did not say he sucks. You guys can go back
But
on the film. I said I don't like him.
It's crazy that happens to him.
Yeah.
But he's got wins over Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
And he beat, what's his name? Ankalaev, the two best, I think the two best guys in that division.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Even over Jiri?
Huh?
Brahasha?
I
He's very
well,
wild.
as of the moment, Hill's the champion, so he's the best. And then I think Ankalaev, like, I think he beats both of them. I think he beats Hill very easily. Like, I don't think Hill's going to be champ very long. I'm super happy that he got to do what he did, but I don't think he's going to be champ very long.
I'm interested because he stands so tall with his chin up in the air with
Yeah.
the way he boxes, but he's long, so I
Yeah.
think he's able to like not get caught.
I don't know. I just feel like somebody like fucking Ankalaev will be able to just take him down.
But Ankalaev didn't even do shit against what was it, Jan? Like he doesn't let it go.
Yeah, but he controlled
Jan-
he controlled him on the ground.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, this card's this weekend's a underwhelming card by the name value, but supposedly there's supposed to be some good fights.
Booty.
We don't got too many bets to hand out, but we're just going to talk about the fights we know. And yeah, I'm going to wait for some more info to come out, especially the betting lines throughout the week to see like some more odds and shit like that to give you guys bets, not us, because me and Joey can't bet. Remember that.
Corruption.
All right.
Part of my life is missing.
Derek Lewis taking on Sergey Spivac. Derek Lewis is 26-10. Sergey Spivac is 15-3. Right off the bat, Joey, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go Sergey Spivac on this. I think Derek Lewis is 1-4. I think it is in his last 5, or 1-3, or 2-3, something like that. But it's obviously a common problem that once you get him down, you can't really get up. He has like 1 or 2 explosions where he just muscles his way up and then just can't really deal with the grappling and gets super, super tired.
Yeah, Derek's last wins were Curtis Blades, then he lost to Gane, he beat Dawkins, lost to Tuivasa, and then lost to the other Sergey. The other, he's a motherfucker.
That dude's big.
He's a motherfucker.
I'm about to say, taking nothing from him is like, we probably all feel the same way. He beats the guys who gives him a shot to beat him. The dudes who give him no shot to beat him.
He's a truck driver, bro. He used to be a truck driver.
He looked like a truck driver too.
100%.
He used to be a trash man.
He looks like he would eat like honey buns and just be throwing his wrapper out the window.
Yo, he used to be a garbage truck man.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're like a big rig.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was funny.
I never knew that.
Yeah, but Spivac, his game is taking you down, laying on.
Only person Spivac has lost to recently was Tom Aspinall, and obviously from what we've seen lately from Tom, he's a future title contender. Besides him, unfortunately blowing out his knee in that last fucking fight, which sucked to watch.
Yeah.
But
I would take that fight to just end a knockout because I don't think he'll submit him. I think he'll just TKO him and get him stuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Spivac by finish. I don't even know. Are these lines out yet? I'm sure they are.
And it means 2. Yeah. Should be. For the main event, it should be.
Yeah, they're out. Sergey is minus 250. So Sergey by.
Although he does not like to get hit. He's been
Sergey
hit
by Sergey by KO or TKO is plus 135.
Yeah, I would.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I would take it.
I would ride with that. That's going to be my one for that. But who knows, though, because Derek Lewis can do what he does and just get his ass beat and then knock you the fuck out. Sling that thing at you.
Just layered, yeah.
Bro.
I like that terminology.
Sling that thing.
Sling that thing.
All right, next one up. These boys they're light heavyweights, right? Yeah. Devin Clark versus Da Un Jung. Yeah, I got that one. What do you think about this, Joey?
I mean, I don't think we've seen enough. We saw the guy fight Don Unjong. I do remember him fighting Jacoby, and he got TKO'd, I believe. But
yep, right cross.
He also has beat that guy Ninchechu Kennedy, the real tall guy.
And he beat William Knight.
So, but then he had a draw with Sam Alvey. So it's like, I don't really know. I think I'm going to go Devin Clark. I think he's going to be able to get his wrestling game going because he's really big on that. He's also a big dude, so I just think it depends on which Devin Clark shows up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm going to pick Devin Clark as well. Not my favorite fight on the card.
No. I got a favorite fight on the card.
Give me the favorite one.
All right, my favorite one that I'm interested that I actually will go back and watch is going to be John Yon Park versus Denise Tululian. I think that's how you say his name.
Do they happen to be in your weight class, Joey?
They do. They are 185ers. I have wanted this fight with both of them. I did ask for both of their names, but I will be watching this. It could be a potential matchup between one of the winners. Definitely won't like not watch this fight, but
who do you think?
You got Denise. He's coming off of a win on Jamie Pickett, and then you got John Yon Park, who's obviously tough. He's got some good wins. I think he's the better of the two. I do think Denise is really slow and kind of looks just looks slow.
Yeah.
But you have John Yon Park, who just beat loudmouth Joseph Holmes, who actually called me out after one of my fights.
Did he?
It's crazy. Yeah. He's like, I got next, but he got smoked. So, yeah. I don't know. I think John.
Is he the guy
Park,
with the mustache?
Yeah, he's got the cool mustache.
Didn't he just get jumped by Kevin Holland over the weekend? Did you see that?
No,
I did not know.
You guys aren't on Twitter. MMA Twitter is wild,
bro.
So Kevin Holland jumped him?
Supposedly.
That's honestly, even though they call Kevin loudmouth, I would probably think it's more Joseph Holmes.
Yeah. Supposedly there was some kind of beef with somebody's girl and someone's uncle.
Ooh.
And yeah. So that's something we might have to dive more into. But supposedly he got jumped by Kevin Holland.
I think last time we were on this podcast, you couldn't drop you can drop your fight information.
I can,
right?
I can. But just for this fight, I'm going to go John Young Park because I don't think that Denise is very durable. I think he's tough. I think he's got okay-ish cardio, and he's got wrestling. So I think John Young Park's going to be able to knock him out, to be honest.
I'm taking Park as well. Him and Gregory fucking
went at it.
They went at it, and obviously he
gassed out.
He gassed out, and he got finished. But he's a tough motherfucker, and yeah, I'm just not very impressed with this other guy. So I'm gonna go Park. But yeah, breaking news: Joey Pyfer versus Gerald Meerschaert. UFC 287.
That's the Izzy Pereira rematch and the Jorge Masvidal Burns. That's going to be a good card. And I will have the Sean Brady in the corner this time.
You will. That's a very good card.
So
I'm very excited for you. This is a very big step up in competition, but I think you're going to knock him out. It's a very good name for your record, and then it's just going to set you up for something even bigger. But I've seen people all saying on Twitter, like, it was a big step up for you. I'm like, yeah, name-wise, and on paper, but I'm like, you've been doing this your whole life.
Yeah, I think that's...
I don't think people realize how long you've been training and fighting.
And I haven't had my breakthrough performance yet. Like the Ozzy Diaz one, there was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of things going on in my life. And then, like, even the pro debut, like, I knew I was going to knock that guy out. Yeah. And I didn't really have to do much to get that knockout. But, like, stepping into this, Gerald's one of them guys that can pull off wins against really good guys that are better than him by being durable or being able to catch you being desperate. So, you know, and
not this time, dog.
No, not this time, man. I just like here, you know, I campaigned for this fight. For the people that don't know, like I got this fight myself.
Okay.
So I've wanted this fight. I see something in him.
Who sent you this fight though?
My manager got me this fight.
Who alley-ooped this fight for you?
You did.
Me did.
You did.
Me did. Give me my credit.
Yeah,
because you gotta be on Twitter. Because Twitter, like you see fights get canceled.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, yeah. That is true. I did forget to say that. Yeah. You, Sean Brady texted me immediately when we found out that a Boost couldn't get his visa. He said, "One of you guys should take this fight." So I sent that to Lloyd immediately, and then I DM'd him because I was trying to get that fight. I really wanted it. But the way I look at this fight is he's tough and everything, but I think I'm just going to be so dialed in for 15 minutes because I know what this win is going to do for my career, for my future paychecks.
Yeah. It's going to be huge.
And I think I'm going to make them look stupid, to be honest. Like, people don't understand.
I don't think people realize how good your grappling is, how good your wrestling is, because they've just seen you knock a couple guys out. I think people are going to be very surprised when he shoots and he can't get you down. And then he's stuck on the feet with you, which is a bad place to be.
I'm throwing heat, boy.
All right. Well, Joey's got that fight. We're super excited for him. Let's get back to this card.
Let's go.
I'm going to... this is just a hard card. Like, this was supposed to be a card in...
Do Who Choi is a good fight. I think that's a lot.
I think someone's just going to get finished in that. Like you said, that guy's 1-4. Yeah. How is he still in the UFC?
I don't know, but I think that's why he's going to get finished. I think it's a good fight for Do Who Choi.
Lock. I do have a lock. Marcin Tybura is my lock.
Versus...
He just dethroned that big Russian dude, didn't he, last fight?
Ivanov.
Yeah.
The guy that got stabbed or shot and came back to life. Yeah. He's literally got like...
Yeah, he
was an underdog, a heavy underdog, right?
Romanov. And that, he was fucking very good.
Him out and got
Before that, he lost to Volkov. But then he's got some good wins. Ben Rothwell, Greg Hardy, Walt Harris. Yeah, he's got some good ones on there.
Wait, who beat Romanov?
Marcin Tybura.
He was like an underdog. I took him too.
I was like, I thought you were saying Ivanov.
No, Marcin Tybura beat him.
The majority. Oh man, I feel like he got ripped off in that. I don't know. You don't think so?
If I remember the fight, no. I think he was kind of gassed, and then
both gassed.
What's his name? What's his name? Romanov got. From what I remember, he was winning the first round, like probably big takedowns like he does, and then he got tired, and then Tybura kind of took over. That's what I remember. I really don't got much for this card. I really don't. I don't want to give out advice on fights. I really don't know any of these guys. You know, a lot of them people don't know. This is the road to the UFC. So 4 of these fights on this card are guys fighting to get into the UFC. So there's gonna be a lot of new names on this card, but they should be really good fights.
You said something earlier. I was just curious, like, because you said how's this dude is 1-4? How's he not cut? And I guess like some recent events where it's like, do you think it matters about your division on why you might get let go faster than like somebody else?
I think it matters.
Yeah,
I think it does, but I think it matters more or less.
Like this guy, he lost his debut. He lost his second fight. He won his next fight, and then he lost 2 more. Yeah. So he's 1-4 in the UFC. Not even 1-4.
The hatchet is definitely like.
Yeah. So I mean, and I know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna lean this guy. I'm gonna lean with my boy Kyle Nelson because I was looking into it a little bit earlier, and I thought it was just gonna be a finish, but my man's job is on the line. Mm-hmm. So he's gonna come out and he's gonna fight for his life. And Choi, this dude's only fought. He hasn't fought since 2019, and he's 0-3 in his last 3 fights. He lost his last 3 fights. So I'm going with Kyle Nelson.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But Doo Ho Choi has also fought the tougher competition, I think.
This is true.
By a lot.
This is true.
So it's not like he's going out there fighting some guys.
The 3 people that he's beat are... the 3 people he's lost to were Charles Jourdain, Jeremy Stevens, and Cub Swanson. So, like, he's losing to good people, but he hasn't beat anybody good.
Yeah.
You know? So, Kyle Nelson, I'm going to ride out with my boy. You want to skim through it and see if there's anything else you like on there?
I like the first fight.
The first fight. 12-0.
Yeah, he's 12-0, never lost as an amateur. I believe he was 8-0 before he went pro. But he's got a lot of submissions and a lot of finishes, so he's out here just putting people out. He has 2 decisions out of 12 wins, so I think that kid's probably a really hot prospect. And he's fighting the guy Aguilar, who is also tough, but I don't think he's fought the same competition. He's fought guys that are 1-0, 2-0, 5-2, 6-2. He's finished them all with like submissions and whatnot, but he's also been submitted. So, yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't know.
Try to pronounce his whole name.
All right, let me try this here. Let me get his full name. I had Jesus Aguilar, and then Tatsuro Taira. I think that's probably how it is. Tatsuro Taira. But yeah, he's 23 years old. So
12-0.
I'm gonna go. Obviously, you got Rosa, right? He's gonna be on my card too.
Yeah.
Which, you know, young kids can do this. So
yeah.
I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with him. I think he's obviously fought the stiffer competition.
I'm about to piss my pants. I got to go pee.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We were talking about, like you said, about being cut. Like, people don't realize this. Gerald Mearshart, like, he's 35-14.
Yeah.
But he's 10-7 in the UFC. You know what I mean? He's almost a 500 fighter. He's not. But he's also fought anybody and everybody. I have a lot of respect for him, too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not overlooking this guy, and I would never want to be so arrogant. Yeah. Like, in my heart, like, I fully believe I'm going to knock this dude out.
Yeah.
And I think I'll beat him everywhere. I think I'm faster. I'm stronger. I'm bigger. I have better grappling, wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not impressed with anything he does, but he's one of these guys that you don't have to be impressed on camera, but when you get in there with him, I'm sure he's strong. And I'm sure, like, once he gets you in a bad position, that's why he's so good. So once he catches you, that's where he finishes fights.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people underestimate that, but I won't be that guy.
That's one thing I really love about MMA versus, like, I'm originally like a boxing person. But one thing I love about MMA versus boxing is like boxing has this like culture to it where it's like once you lose, like if you're not like undefeated, once you lose, it's kind of like that's it.
Yeah.
Where MMA, like you can have it could be a string of losses or you can have good losses. Whereas like if you lose good, it actually still raises your stock. Like almost like a I don't know, like Gilbert Burns versus
Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah, he lost, but it raised it, like it showed really who Gilbert Burns is.
He didn't lose convincing.
Right. So like sometimes like in MMA, like it's okay as long as you go out there and give it your all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where boxing, like I said, it's just a little bit different.
But I also think that maybe I'm wrong on this, but I also think MMA fans are a lot more harsh. Like you can get smoked against the best guy in the world, and like he ain't fought nobody.
Nah, like, I don't agree with that. I think boxing's a lot.
That's because your boy Boots, people are hard on him,
bro. He's great, and people are hard. Like,
yeah.
But if you lose one fight in boxing,
that's what I was just telling him, bro.
Shit.
Yeah,
you aren't shit.
Yeah, even like I said, talking about Boots, his last fight, like dominated. Dominated.
Won every round.
Every second of the fight, he dominated.
Didn't come
because
close
he
to
didn't get a
losing.
finish, people gonna be like, "Oh, and he think he can fight Terrence Crawford? Why can't
People
he?"
forget he's fucking. I think Boots is 24 or 25. 24 or 25 years old. One of the best in the world already.
Everybody was hot on Danny Garcia, and then he lost. And
Like,
you don't really hear about Danny
That's the
Garcia
original
being
left hook Larry, though.
Yeah, bro, I know. And he's from
From
Philly.
Philly, yeah. I stand on every Philly fighter to ever come out this city. Like I stand on it. But Danny was good. I think he'll just have that career where he couldn't get over the hump of the true, like the elite. I'm not gonna say he's not elite, like the elite. Remember, he got the belt from Robert Guerrero. It was like a throwaway, like in a sense. Like I think Floyd.
He lost to Thurman, right?
he did lose to Thurman.
Yeah, he lost to Thurman.
Yeah.
He lost to
Even Thurman. What happened to Thurman? I don't
Elbow.
really hear
Injury.
nothing about him.
He's got to fight. Boots was trying. That's when
Trying to
Boots
get him,
was
right?
really trying to get, and they just duck him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about like MMA versus
At least in
boxing.
MMA,
Like you get
the
thrown
fights
in.
and the fights happen. Like if you want, like, look, we're getting Islam versus Volk. Like
1 week.
that wouldn't happen in boxing. Like we can't even get
Spence
we
versus
can't even get
Crawford.
Spence versus Crawford.
I'm calling it right now.
and-
Volkanovski gets the upset.
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so.
I think that dude's cardio is
Bro.
like second to none.
I think he gets.
But
it
what's
done.
Islam?
Islam's good at one area, I think. I don't think he's got really that good striking. And you got to remember, Volk is going to blow up and he's going to be short as hell.
Yeah.
So how you going to get that low on your shot?
It's gonna be interesting to see, but it's great about. That's what's awesome about MMA. We get the fights. Like John Jones is coming back. We would have had John versus Francis, but
Dude, let me tell you, I don't care who hates John Jones.
he's the best.
I have literally, like, not even saying it just because he's coming back. I have literally missed that guy in the sport. Like, that's one of the best. Everybody says GSP, and I love GSP.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, I love GSP. Like,
I think
him
what
as a
I think
person.
people mean the overall just aura of GSP. Like he's a great fighter. He's a great martial artist in the sense of like
And a class act,
He
yeah.
doesn't have like any scandals. Like he never got PEDs tied to him. So like that's where I think I think that does play into it. But like he has one loss and he doesn't have a loss.
Yeah,
he got DQ'd for a fucking elbowing the guy into a different fucking
He got
dimension.
disqualified for beating somebody up the wrong way.
Real shit.
Literally. Yeah, he never got beat. But it's so I'm so happy that he's coming back.
Now, what do you think about him versus Gane?
I think he's
I think he's
beat
gonna.
the shit
I think
out
he's
of him.
gonna fuck.
He's gonna wrestle
Gane
fuck him.
up.
I think he's gonna take him down.
I think he's gonna fuck Gane up.
I do too.
If Ngannou could take him down with no takedown like offense, like
Listen.
John Jones is the best.
Everybody acts like that fight was some crazy two of the best. I was super hyped for it too. But like Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gane are not good wrestlers.
Bro. And even Francis as a striker, Francis just has an atomic bomb in his hand. Like
The
his
great
technique.
equalizer.
I don't look at him like I look at like a Liam Harrison, like a world champion kickboxer. I'm like, yo, like that's beautiful kickboxing or that's beautiful boxing, like watching Boots. I'm just like, this dude just hits like a fucking freight train. Like that's all it is.
I love the clip against him versus Rosenstrike because you're like, 12 of those punches missed.
Yeah.
Bro, I love that fight. Yeah, that was straight primal shit. He just ran at him and just threw
real
hammers.
shit. But I think John's just gonna pick him apart. I think John's gonna do whatever he wants. I think he'll do it to Francis. I think Stipe would have gave John a harder fight than
I do too,
most of
because he
them.
could wrestle a little
Yeah.
But you think because this is where I disagree. You think John Jones will pick Cyril Gane apart if they stood up?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say pick him apart.
Yeah.
I would think that
I
he
think
would.
you give
I think
him a great
he'd. I
shot.
think he'd be able to keep him at bay really well because he's longer, and you don't really get in on John Jones.
And
the
I
way he
don't think
circles
I
out.
don't think
John
Gane's,
Jones longer than Gane?
Yeah, he's got the longest reach in UFC history.
I don't think Gane's ever fought anyone where John where he's gonna be doing those fucking
Oblique
side
kicks and all
kicks,
that,
like the
yeah.
oblique kicks, and like you said, he's long as shit. Like I know Gane's long too, but I think John's way longer.
What about the weight gain without actually putting it to work? Like, will the sparring and all
I
the
think
work
the
he's been
wrestling is
doing?
going to be so much different that it's not going to.
Gane was getting tired and getting dominated by Francis, and that's why I'm just gonna keep coming back to like, yeah, he's big, but like, bro, John was the fucking best at wrestling submissions. Like,
And he's got
go look
high-level
go
wrestling.
look at who he was submitting. Like
just saying,
he was hitting like Americanas, Kimuras, fucking high elbow guillotines. Like
While
dude
not committed
was
to the game.
While yeah,
He said, "I beat you on cocaine."
Yeah, dude, that was one of the best lines. He's like, "I beat you."
I watched one the other day. John Jones said to him, he said, "You look like a crackhead in a suit," and DC said, "I might look like a crackhead in a suit, but I never been a crackhead." And I was dying.
They have one of the best.
Bro, I love
ever,
it.
bro.
I watch highlights of it on YouTube all the time, and then beefing with each other.
I saw the one of him saying, he was like, just know, Daniel, he's like, you can train every day of your life, but every day of your life that you put towards this will be a waste of your life. And it was like, and then it was true. Then he had kicked him. I was like, damn, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but John Jones is the best ever. 100%.
I know this card is what is this, April 8th, this card you're on, but soft picks for Stylebender, Pereira.
I think Styles.
I'm going back with Stylebender. I'm going back with Stylebender.
I'm not sold on Pereira. Like, even Pereira jumping
I
up
think
against,
even if he beats him, there's everyone in the top 10, anyone with a good wrestling would come in and smoke him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's
I would submit him.
There's some heavy grapplers in the division that would come in and just take it. Like, I think someone even like Derek Brunson. Like, his takedown defense is horrible. Izzy was taking him down.
And you don't have that gorilla strength that like what the hell, Cannoneer guy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, I don't know
I
if
think
you got that.
I think Marvin Vittori would take him down and
Just hold him and
just fuck
Marvin
him up.
don't get knocked out by anybody.
Yeah.
That boy's
tough,
straight.
Yeah.
The way I'm gonna say the word.
Who else is on there?
And then you have Gamebred versus
Burns.
Dorino, Burns all day.
Burns.
I don't even. I mean,
Burns.
I don't think so. I think Jorge will actually TKO if not.
They're
knocked out.
They're trying to get it.
Burns.
They want it for a
He's not
5
gonna do
round.
it.
They want it for 5 rounds.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
Who?
I don't
Who
think
won't do
Jorge doesn't.
You
Jorge
don't think he'll do it?
No, I don't. Why would he?
what if I
You know
said
what I
it's
mean?
basically kind of like
Who's it gonna favor? Because look, he fought Colby Covington and gassed out.
not submission artists.
Who?
He fought good wrestlers, not submission
He's
artists.
not getting submitted.
He got inverted triangle back in the day.
Yeah, in Bellator back in the day.
But what I'm saying is, it's a difference between going in there with a great wrestler and going there with a great grappler who was a submission artist. Because, like I said, that's the biggest thing between wrestling and jiu-jitsu is
You
jiu-jitsu
think
shows
Burns
you
is
how
gonna?
to.
You think Burns is gonna take him down like he did Neil Magny? I don't.
Maybe not that easy,
Not
but is it
that easy,
possible?
but he's gonna
Absolutely.
get it,
And then when he
100%.
gets there, does he have?
I'm not
just as
saying
high
I'm
as a
not saying he's
chance?
going to finish him because
Honestly-
Jorge is very tough.
Defensively, right?
But I think Burns wins that fight.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad matchup for Burns.
Really?
Yeah, I do because I mean
Really?
Burns got dismantled by Usman besides the one shot that he caught him with,
Some of that is
and he couldn't
power.
even. But I mean Usman's very slow.
And he caught him in the sense of where Usman really just developed a really good jab in these last like 4 fights.
But Jorge's got a good jab.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? And Jorge got knocked out one time. He got cleaned by Usman. So obviously Usman's very powerful, but like he was getting picked apart on the feet in a boxing sense where he's not even that fast. You know what I mean? So and he had one big he
That's
has
an
one big
interesting
win.
take. I respect it.
That's my thing.
I
I think
respect
Jorge and you gotta remember Jorge's what 3-fight skid.
Yeah.
He's got to win this. Like you were
Yeah.
just saying about taking the guy that's got to fight for his job. I don't really think
He's not fighting for his job, but he's fighting for his image.
Yeah,
you
but
know
I
what
think
I'm
he
saying?
really
He's one of
does
the
want the
most
title.
popular
Yeah.
faces in UFC.
Yeah.
I really think he does want the title at one point in life. So if he's going to make that run, he's got to
He's
beat the
gotta go,
number 2
yeah.
guy, number 3 guy. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Burns should be the number 1 guy or number 2.
What are give us 2 more fights on that card?
Of course, we have Joey. We have.
They might not even all be out
Nah,
yet.
they're not. It's showing Stylebender. Joe. Oh wait, here it is, right here. Oh, Kevin Holland versus Ponzinibbio.
Ponzinibbio. I think Ponzinibbio.
Ponzinibbio, and then you have Rob Font versus Adrian.
I honestly, I would
Yanez.
take Kevin Holland and knock out
Yeah.
Ponzinibbio.
Really?
I think he's getting slow. I think so.
Seriously?
Bro.
I like Kevin Holland, bro. I like.
Listen,
There's something about Kevin Holland that you just have to love.
I like
him too.
watching him.
Yeah.
I like watching him.
So I do.
If I'll take it back. If Ponzinibbio fights smart,
Yeah.
and he goes in there and like pushes him against the cage, like takes him down, I think he can win the fight. If he tries to stand and trade, like he's gonna probably get chewed up.
Like I feel like Kevin Holland was like he showed better striking against Stephen Thompson until he
Yeah.
broke his hand. I think he looked good.
Well, he got.
I have to go back and watch
thought
that
he
fight. I
got-
think
he
I
got hit a
was
lot.
driving. And
He
then,
got hit.
they have that. I'm sorry. All right, screw it. I'll say it. I'm not a fighter. That young kid that they just.
Rosa.
Bro, the guy he's fighting's good.
Yo, he's not easy on the eye, man.
No, he definitely is not.
He's very not easy on the eye, bro. He's good though, but he's like I'll be looking at it sometimes. I'm like, this not real.
He
I was like, this not real.
I guess he did an interview and he said he wanted to be a 3-division champion, and it was like Dana White's face morphing into his face.
Oh, with the hair and shit. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Hey, listen. I mean, dare to be great, right? Say the wildest shit. Now, I know I'm sitting here. I don't believe it, but
for sure.
3 weights is a lot. Maybe 2 weight, but 3 weights, you're drawing, dude. I don't.
Yeah, I think he's fighting this dude Christian Rodriguez. I do not know who that is.
I don't either.
But that's April 8th. Is there anything else more MMA that you want to? Because there is one thing that we do need to talk about. Them birds. The birds.
The birds.
The birds.
And how we're gonna let you celebrate with us.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I'll be with Sean Brady.
Well,
I'm sure.
no. Just because we'll let you celebrate with us.
Okay.
Because you're from the surrounding parts.
I should be adopted after all the years I've contributed to this fucking dookie hole and drive.
Then you go and say some shit like that.
Bro, hour and 20 minutes to get here this morning.
That's coming through your shithole state of New Jersey.
True.
Listen, for the past 10 years, I was in PA.
Why do you live in New Jersey?
Outside of the city.
Why do you live in New Jersey?
Because it's in between.
Give me 3 reasons why you live in New Jersey.
I don't know if I have 3. I have one really important one. And the important one is that my strength and conditioning coach is 5 minutes from where I live.
Okay.
And Webb's, where I do my jiu-jitsu, full-time jiu-jitsu, is 5 minutes from my house. And then I come here to Marquez.
So you just don't like to. You just don't want to be inconvenienced.
No, I don't mind being inconvenienced. I've been driving all my life to make practices, but this is the most convenient.
So you'd rather just live in the shithole.
Listen, I had to make a desperate decision,
rather
Sean.
live in that shithole.
I had to make a
state
decision
and then be a fucking claimer of other cities.
This turd
that you're
was
not
in my,
even from.
You know how fucked up this is? This turd was in my corner knowing I was about to be homeless. And he even offered me a place to fucking live. So I took the only place I could get.
I would have took him out. I offered this man a way out to live.
What you going to move him in your basement?
And him and Bane would.
His dog was going to fucking eat me.
Him and Bane would just have to live on different floors. They would just have to come to some type of.
God forbid I cross that dog.
I was going to let Joey and Bane were going to have to work it out. But
are you cool with Bane?
Hell no, bro.
Oh, I saw your video too. I did see the video.
What video?
Coming up to knock on the door. Don't worry, we all been.
Yo, you want to know what's messed up? I just hold on. You don't want to know what's messed up? This just made me think of that for whatever reason because you said the video. What? I sent this man a new documentary that's not released yet.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends, I would say nowadays. This motherfucker still hasn't
I watched it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You told me you couldn't do it.
I watched.
You're such a liar. Look, you're lying. That, you know how fucked up that is? You know why I wanted him to watch it? Because we're going to try to sell it. And
I can't log in.
I sent him 3 different. Yo, bro, for real.
No,
yo, even Coach John, as much shit as he talks, he still didn't do it.
I'm a Netflix
I'll watch
guy.
it today.
I will watch it. If you send
I bet if it was Ito's, all your guys would watch it.
I'll watch it today.
It's on. That's on camera.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it
That's
today.
on camera. Not to skip over the game here, but watching the game.
That was a rough game.
It was a rough game for San Fran, right?
I mean, I think it was. It was a rough game. But honestly, I think people were like so dumbfounded by the Eagles going to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
I think it was a rough game for the passing for the Eagles. Obviously, they were super successful in the running game.
Yeah.
But they didn't have a ton of success passing. I think it was a little bit ugly on both ends.
I can give you that, but I think with the 2 quarterbacks going down, I think we just knew.
49ers were losing that game no matter what.
They
had so many
it reminded me of like Thiago Santos. Thiago Santos tearing like both his knees up. Like, bro, how are you supposed to fight? It's nothing he can do. I already know there's nothing you can do. You just going to throw 1-2.
It's going to be a good 2 weeks for us.
For sure.
What is it, February?
Sidebar. If people didn't know, my boy Kurt is back in the gym. Kurt's a former football player, and everyone knows me and All Max Nutrition are like this. And I'm going to plug my boy up with some All Max greens because I know for a fact he don't be eating his greens. All right? We got fucking 21 different kinds of greens in here. Dark leafy greens. We got all the good shit.
What does it taste like? A green bean? Like a green bean?
You don't eat greens, Curtis?
I eat, yo.
Bro,
last night I just had chicken rice and asparagus.
Look at all the shit that's in here. This is gonna. All you're gonna have to do is drink 1 scoop of this a day, and you're gonna be healthier. And I'm gonna pass this along to you.
My man.
And I'm gonna gift you that. That's the gift of health. There is no price you can put on health. And I just gifted you health.
Health is wealth.
But you only get 1 though. You're gonna have to buy them after that. It's probably $39.99 or something like that. Okay. But I do have a code.
What's your discount code? Brady?
Brady 15. Ooh. Brady 15.
What's the 15?
15%.
50%
off. Yeah.
Damn, that's not even a 5%.
I will return this back.
5% is a bullshit. I would, if someone offers me 5% off something, I feel disrespected. That's not even like the tax off of something.
Would you feel disrespected with 10%?
He's an idiot.
15% is the sweet spot.
Yeah, he was gonna say yes. That's why.
15% is the sweet spot. All right.
That's funny. You're an idiot, bro.
All right. Well, next weekend will be a much better card. We'll have it out earlier. We'll have a lot more fights to break down. We'll have a lot more information, and
our locks. Park. Jonghyun Park. Marcin Tybura.
Yep. And Sergey Spivac. Just three. That's it.
Yeah.
And me and you we're mutual with that.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Are we signing off?
We are signing off.
All right. Peace.
Peace.